Yes. Yeah.
But like the comparison, like with me and some of the other guys.
So that'd be something neat to see, the Harris Centers at
The Pirates playing in Williams.
Welcome to episode 49 of the Not Another Sports podcast. I'm David.
I'm Jason.
Welcome aboard.
We made it.
Yes, we did.
No one's listening is going to understand that, but we do,
No.
and that's what matters.
So, a follow-up from last episode of me and Jason eating the burgers and Brad, which, thank you again, Brad, for joining us last week on this. Last episode. He had the Blizzards for the MLB DQ All-Star Meals, which I know me and Jason picked the Harper burger, the flamethrower, not just because we're Philly fans, it's because we really like the burger.
It was a really good burger.
And I think the heat, the spicy sauce really made the burger good.
It made a possibly bland burger really good, yeah.
And the other burger for us, for me, it just tasted like a basic bacon cheeseburger. But that's just me.
Yeah, but and Brad picked the Oreo Blizzard, which was part of the winning combination. So Tim Anderson's meal, which was the bacon 2-cheese deluxe stack burger with the Oreo Blizzard, was the winner of the DQ All-Star Meal poll that MLB and DQ were doing. If you haven't gone out to DQ yet, it is a perfectly fine burger. We just like the flamethrower from the Bryce Harper meal a little bit more because it just had a little bit more flavor.
It had the spice. And I like spicy stuff on my food, so hence why I picked that one.
Damn, this birch beer is good. It is. I'm telling you, this birch beer is fantastic.
You and your birch beer. So on to the first period, which is going to be an interesting year for the Browns, because
and
Baker Mayfield. Well, I think it's more for the Browns right now because of what's going on. Baker Mayfield traded to the Panthers, despite Deshaun Watson possibly not playing. Because I know Mayfield was having some issues with the Browns management. Because I know he wanted out.
He did want. This is the most Browns thing that's ever browned in Browns history. So,
is that the Brown note?
It is. First things first. Keep your wee to yourself, people. I mean,
the fact that has to be announced is kind of pathetic. I mean, It's not something that's funny, but it's inevitably, yeah. So for those of you who don't know, Deshaun Watson decided to, in better words, let it all hang out.
He essentially, there's 20 incidents. He was accused of 20 different incidents of sexual assault or harassment dating back to 2009. And the NFL's investigating it. It's still going on. And who knows if he's going to play this year or not. And, of course, the Browns. And look, you know what? I don't blame the Texans for unloading him to the Browns. It was smart of the Texans to unload him and just start fresh. The Browns got him in this trade, and he's probably not going to play this year. So what do? They ship the guy who was their starting quarterback away.
Which makes sense.
Would we?
Which makes the most sense, You got a quarterback who, plays, I don't know.
I'm not saying Baker Mayfield is the greatest quarterback of all time. I'm not even saying he's like the most good quarterback of all time, but he's a serviceable quarterback for the NFL. And you're going to be down your brand new star quarterback because the dude can't keep his hands to himself.
Yeah, it's just, I don't get it. I just don't get it.
I don't get it either. I don't know.
Where is it at? What was the Browns' record last year? I'm trying to find it here. Come on now. I got to call tech support, and I'm going to call myself here shortly.
The Browns' record was 8-9. They were third in the AFC North Division.
Okay, so just under 500.
Just under 500.
Which, honestly, for the Browns is not bad.
Mayfield threw for 17 touchdowns. He had a completion percentage of 60.5. Again, totally serviceable quarterback for the level of the NFL. I mean, he averages a little over 60% most seasons. Altogether combined for his 4 seasons in the NFL, he's at a 61.6% completion percentage. He's made 92 touchdowns with those throws.
Those 92,
Watson's,
he has 56 interceptions, which is not too terribly bad for Browns.
In Watson's 4 seasons, he's at a 67.8% completion rating, 104 touchdowns, 36 interceptions. He's clearly the better quarterback, but if he can't play because he's probably going to be suspended for the season, I would do what I could have to kept Baker Mayfield around.
And again, I mean, looking at the record of the Texans last year, the better team was the Browns on that one. I mean, the quarterback is only as good as the
Watson
front line.
did play last year.
Oh, that's right. He didn't. I just see up to 2020. Okay. Yeah, don't mind me.
It's all right.
I'll be over here. But yeah, I mean, you trade a quarterback who won. The quarterback didn't play last year, like you said, and you trade away the quarterback who gave you decent numbers.
But by the way,
I'm not saying good numbers, but I'm saying decent numbers.
Watson signed a fully guaranteed 5-year, $230 million deal with the Browns as part of the trade. The largest and most guaranteed money in NFL history for a guy who probably won't see any playing time in his first season.
Now, how much money how much money of that is actually guaranteed to him?
It's fully guaranteed.
Oh, it's fully guaranteed? I thought you said
it's fully guaranteed.
Oh. Looks like the Browns really stepped in it this time around.
And they're paying Baker Mayfield still, even though he's not on the team. So they're going to be going up against him, and they're going to be paying him to go up against them.
And I think you sent me where the Panthers are going to pay him extra if he beats the Browns.
I didn't see that, but that would be tremendous.
I think you sent that to me.
No, what I sent you was the Browns are paying him
over
$500,000.
I got to learn how to read.
Play against them and possibly beat them.
Okay, yeah. Now I see it. Yeah, I got to learn to read.
It's all right. You're fine. You made it this far,
right? It's just,
but still,
yeah. And the fact that Watson possibly won't be playing for the whole 22 season is definitely interesting just because of that. That effect that he just can't keep his hands to himself.
Hands, other things.
I was being nice.
Word to the wise, you don't have to helicopter dick to impress a chick. That's an SNL reference, and I think maybe a handful of people will get it, but it's worth it.
But the fact that he has it's the fact that he has that many allegations against him going back that far. I mean, I think I see when looking at things like this, I see more players from the NFL with all sorts of allegations rather than I mean, yes, you'll see some from other sports, but I feel like I see more from the NFL. That's just me.
No, because I do think it skews that way, and I hate saying that, but I think the NFL has some issues with player behavior, and that's, I don't know how, if they want the teams to handle it. Well, then if the teams are handling it, some teams are doing a bad job. I think maybe the NFL should handle it and put out an edict on what they're moving forward. This is a zero tolerance policy, maybe. Because I'm sorry, when double digits is bad to begin with, hitting 20 is awful. To me, that just tells me you're a piece of crap human being who can't understand the word no because you think you're somebody.
Well, the fact I think it's more of a, hey, I'm a pro athlete, do what I want.
I mean, one is more is too many, in my opinion.
Yes, I agree with that. One should not even hit that number.
But if you're hitting 20 incidents of sexual assault or harassment, if it was me, I'm sorry, I don't care what I signed you for, you're done. Because you're a liability to my team, you're a liability to the league, and frankly, you are a dangerous person around women.
Pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, yeah, there's no reason for even one of these, but to have 20, I mean, one is way too many, like we just said.
It's messed up is the simplest way to put it.
I think it's more of, not just I'm a pro athlete, I do what I want. It's I have money, I'll pay you whatever you want to do this, whatever I want. I think that's what goes through some of these people, some of these players' heads.
I honestly think, and really, I would question. I really, if I was a Cleveland fan, I wouldn't wear his jersey. I think it's absolutely awful if you wear his jersey. And look, I'm standing on my soapbox on this, and I don't care. The guy's a scumbag.
Well, when you have that many allegations against you for the same thing, yeah. Right. And the sad part is, you're saying about the jersey, how many people, as soon as they found out he was a Brown, went out and bought the jersey?
Knowing Browns fans, probably quite a bit.
And how many people actually went and just destroyed or threw away a Mayfield jersey just because of his issues with management? But still, I mean, yeah, I just don't understand why.
Why he did it, or why they would buy his jersey?
He did it. Why he did it?
I don't think.
As I say, doesn't he have like a girlfriend or something, or married or something?
We both know that doesn't stop certain people.
But still, I mean, some people, are actual human beings, and hey, I'm married. I don't need to be doing this type of stupidity.
Oh, I agree with you. But I don't think people like you and I are of that mindset where we can understand why that's done. Some people are just wired that way and some people aren't.
True.
And look, he's far from the first NFL player to be accused of something like this.
No, well, not just NFL player, but just athlete in general.
But in the NFL, like you said, there is a culture that the NFL has that somehow makes it okay, that it'll get swept under the rug and they'll move on from it. Well, this time it's not going that way. It looks like something's going to happen to him, and justifiably so.
Yes, it needs to. Something needs to have to set a record straight of, you do something stupid like this, This is what you're going to get. You're going to, but the problem is, though, here's the bad part of this whole thing. Okay, yes, he may not play this season. Let's just say he doesn't play this season. He's still going to get his money.
Right.
That's the bad part. That's the sad part of this whole situation. One of the sad part, I should say, not the sad, but one of them, is that he's still going to get paid. I mean, I think the NFL has to change the way contracts are jawed up with this type of behavior.
I go back to there should be a zero tolerance policy.
Yes, and if you do happen to do something of this type of stupidity or any type of stupidity of that nature, even if it's guaranteed money, it should be in the contract you lose for that year. Or you lose your, has as many games as you don't play, you don't get that money. Or
your salary
or something like that.
Or if you're found guilty of these behaviors, your money goes to the victim.
There you go. That's even better. That's even better. This way, the victim, yes, I know it's not going to change what happened. It's not going to, they may have to go through certain things to get over what may what have happened, because that's not something you just walk away from. That's something that's that's in your head. That may not exactly, but this may help towards getting on the road to being better. Like if they can't afford, let's say, a therapy session to help get over what has happened, or to help not get over, but move forward with what has happened. If they don't have the money for it, this may help it. This will help have that money to pay to help you move forward, to move past it. To help you get on the road to getting better with everything. It may not be 100%, but it's a start. It's a help. But no, yeah, give the money to the victims. Give his salary to the victim.
Deshaun Watson, noted scumbag.
I mean, hell, 200. That's hell. If let's say a year's salary to the victim, that's $46 million.
Money, like you said, money can't fix things, but it'll hit him where it hurts.
Well, yes, and also, but though it will help the victim in moving forward with trying to get the help that is needed for them.
Right, and I get what you're saying. You're good.
I hope so. But the fact that it's just the Browns, I mean, this is, like you said, typical Browns thing.
Browns are going to brown. That's all you can say.
Are going to brown? No, they already did brown. They browned big time. They browned like they just had a laxative. They browned that bad. Explosive browning. I mean, I'm sorry. That's just because. Well, who are the backups anyway? So if he goes out for the seasons, who you have here? Joshua Dobbs.
Yeah, I had it pulled up earlier today, doing some research, and now I have to pull it back up.
Who is a 17 draft, 4th round, 135 pick.
Jacoby Brissett.
Played for the Steelers, 17 through 19. Then played for the Jaguars, and then back with the Steelers, and now with the Browns.
And Brissett played for the Pats, the Colts, and the Dolphins, and he's currently with the Browns as a backup. So,
and it looks like, though, Jacoby has more experience with throwing a touchdown than Josh. Because looking at Josh's, he just has one interception.
Yeah, Jacoby has thrown 36 touchdowns since his career in the NFL started. So he has 3 seasons where he didn't throw anything as a touchdown, and then 3 seasons where he did throw touchdowns. I don't know. I wouldn't have traded away Baker Mayfield for that, but what do I know?
And of course, another quarterback has a ring with the Patriots.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like he was
playing
it's the same. In any of those games as a Patriot.
No, it's not. Well, look at Jimmy Garoppolo. Same thing. He has rings, but he, with the Patriots, but didn't play. He didn't play in the Super Bowls.
Right.
So it's just funny how that is. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting to see what all happens with this. What are the final outcome of Watson here? Who knows? Maybe justice will be served and he'll be done. He'll done for the season, if not longer, because of his stupidity.
Agreed.
So
again, noted scumbag.
Put a little asterisk there. On that note, that'd be the end of the first. We'll be right back.